Welcome. Part 2. Oh, it's been a little while since I started this up. I actually had to look back and see what I bloody picked. I knew it was the Wood Elf, but I couldn't remember the ability. Right, where we'd finished off last time. We'd gone through most of the different races, most of the different classes. Now we're having a look at the companions. Antelope. Naturally superior defenses, deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. Yes, I decided I was going with a Wood Elf ranger. Using the marked prey ability. And we're going to pick the companion. Okay, Rangers form a strong spiritual connection with a single creature, their animal companion. This connection allows rangers and their companions to coordinate attacks and efficiently take down prey. In most situations, the companion runs interference while the ranger attacks at range. We know they've got the disadvantages. Literal life bond with animal companions. One is wounded, they can sense it, feel intense emotional pain. Ranger or animal companion are knocked unconscious, the partner suffers from bonded grief, affecting accuracy and other stats until the downed ally is revived. Ranger's ever killed, the animal companion immediately dies from grief. So I wonder if it's a very similar selection at the bottom. Yeah. So the speed seems to always be average. Right, so spear defenses, okay. The bear. Usually high damage reduction. Spear protection from all forms of damage. The boar. Inflict more damage where they are below 50% endurance. And the lion. Ability to terrify enemies with a powerful roar. Stag can activate a melee attack that does damage to all enemies in a small area and the main target. They all seem good in their own ways, and they're all high damage, can more easily avoid disengagement attacks. I kind of like the idea of a stag. Or a wood elf. You would see stags in the wood. That's my reasoning. At least this is what I'm thinking of. Animal companion name. Fuck it. You know what we're going with. If it's a Mount, it's George. If it's the animal companion, Bob. We've got to get Bob in there somewhere. Bob the stag. Oh no. Ooh, okay. Highly recommended. His might. I thought dexterity would be pretty high for a ranger. Or maybe I'm thinking of like different games. Okay, physical and spiritual strength. Highly recommended. 15 points. Let's go with 2 there first, right? Constitution, that'll be the over health and stamina. Perception. Used to catch someone in a lie, we can observe and comment about their appearance or notice something happening in the background. Accuracy. You know, at least 3 there. Intellect is recommended. For reduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. Take 2 there. Resolve, internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. Useful for mental intimidation, leadership, convincing performances. Oh, probably not similar to that. Take 1 there. don't think I increased it at all, but I've got that from the elf, don't I? This might not be good to spread them out too far. This isn't recommended, fuck it, you know, we'll go with 10, we'll go with what you came as. Bonus to interrupt. I like the idea of catching someone in a lie. No, it's probably not a good way to do this. Fuck it, that's what we're going with. Oh, the culture. Adir. A current largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. Centered around the equator, it has a tropical climate. The Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world. Greater Adir is at its heart. It houses the majority of the human and elven nations. Okay. The Deadfire Archipelago consists of a nation of Nasatak, dozens of Omoa settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands stretched along the southern sea. Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves, Omawa. I still don't have a bloody clue how to say that. And a mixed variety of other races. The last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. I'll give us a +1 to resolve. The Deadfire is +1 dexterity. Ixamid Plains. Or Ixamital. God, it does look like a D on the left side though, for me. Located to the northeast of Ir Glanfath, the Ixamital Plains, a large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by human and Orlan residents. The Ixamital culture, one of the oldest in the world, though none the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the past several thousand years. We've got Old Velia, once the crown jewel of the southern seas. Old... maybe Valia is now the crumbled remnants of an empire of warring merchant nations, counting many humans and dwarves among their ranks. The old Valian countries are still forces to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. I might be sticking with the idea. Garuatai, dominated by the Omawa nation. Nation. I really wish I just made nicknames for them. Could be Omawa. Okay. Rawatai. The Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them the A-Team, Orlan, and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they're some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the east. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. Living lands. I look at it changed his outfit and the weapon. A mountainous region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity, plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The living lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. The White That Wends. Large cracked southern expanse of polar ice. The White That Wends is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the White, it is home to many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. I think I might be going with him. If not, it would be them. Ah, why does +1 to might? That could be handy for our elven ranger. Yeah, we'll go with that. I like the idea of Northern Ireland and it's mountainous. Plant and animal life. It could be like wood. Maybe we've gone in search. Background. Ah, living land colonist. Oh wait. Hold on. So if I went like that. Oh. I did not realize that you had even further different backgrounds. A good living lands colonist, part of a group that founded a fledgling colony, a distant land. The drifter, you never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. I feel like that might be us. We're comfortable on the road travelling the world. Explorer. You find the siren call of the horizon irresistible. You cannot help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill or wave, and you've built your life around finding out. Hunter. You live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the lives of wild creatures. I know we're a ranger, but we're not really hunting with it. But I guess we have to be. Labourer. Your life has been spent in the study of your craft. You trained and prepared, hoping to hone your skills and ply your trade. Mercenary. Blade and battle is your way of life. You resolve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. A merchant? You've traded goods from all over the world, pairing items with buyers of all kinds. Each of them have different pluses to them. Scientist. The rules that govern the world are a set of alchemical formulae to you, waiting to be discovered and manipulated. Maybe the drifter? I don't feel like I'm a hunter for the sake of hunting things. I feel like we're a hunter because that's what it's taking for us to survive as we either explore to get lore and survival, or as a drifter because we don't quite fit in. Stealth and mechanics. Ah, the portrait. I think we'd probably have to go with something like that, yeah. Okay. Oh. The hero though. Here's always something. I'm never one for a huge amount of character creation. I feel like we'd have to have it somewhat tied back. In a way. Like a little half pony there. This is going to be the longest thing we're dealing with. I think it's going to have to be... that one. It's not too short, it's not too long. Can't get in the way. The air though. Oh my. Oh, that's a colour. That's a colour and a half. I feel like I'm just gonna be going brown in some form. Or light brown. Going with a pale wood elf. All my characters are pale because, you know, I'm Scottish, so I fucking radiate the sun back at everyone. Primary colour. This for an outfit? Ah. Oh, gotta get me some of this. Phthalo looking blue or green. No, I don't want a secondary one. Maybe the secondary. More solid. Oh, voices.
I've got this. Let's go! My eyes are peeled. Eh?
Why is this? Oh, getting voices for characters always makes me laugh.
Let's go! Keeping quiet. Yeah? Watch and learn. I'll teach you a lesson! Easy does it.
I feel like being a ranger and one with animals would have quite a calm. The smooth kind of it seems a bit more calming.
Yes.
For a companion animal.
Now I am leader of the group.
The better part of valor.
Leading the way.
Charge!
Oh, do I get more? Oh no.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Oh?
I'll lead the way. You're mine! I'll take a peek.
We have to be smooth. We need just to out the bloody voice volume. Oh no, name. Right, what's... What are the usuals? What are the usual suspects for me? For a character name. The usual suspects. Now, if I was trying to essentially meme the shit out of it, it would be like Lorik to go with the expression faces like he's done with Fallout. I made such a shit looking character in Fallout 4. See, I always find, do we need a surname? We could this could either just be like we go by that, we only use our first name, we don't give a surname. Maybe we don't have one, we register. We just go by what we need to be called by. We drift to land, we're just known by this. I'm okay with that. Gilded Vale. Journey to Gilded Vale. Caravan Master. Odema. Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards, unless you don't drink water, course, which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
They're going to scare us up some water.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay, so Dema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old, sun-bleached bow. The weird the sick one nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Tell me, where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Oh, your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to their responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Okay, who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Ingwissons. Oh, he shrugs. Okay, is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business.
Straight to the point.
And not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone. He does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
Somebody can close that just now. Was it Biwak? Ooh. Where are these huge rocks coming out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who spent their journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
Bruno looks up in her own time. Oh, she needs to find some string berries, which just doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Why, hello there. Hi, hey.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Oh man. Welcome to Bill's Eternity. This is your first visit to the world of Fiora? Yep. You may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. You know what I want to see? My save game. Oh, please don't tell me to name it. I'm not used to naming it. The beginning. My companion! Right, let's see what we got. Party AI is active. It's me. Oh, you're so much better, Kalisha.
What you need?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, weapon set. At the range. Secondary might just be fists. Second wind, 1 per encounter requires athletics 1, combat only. Marked prey. Yep, that's what we picked. 2% damage against marked targets for me and my companion. Or my animal companion. I can't right click. Oh, I can. Oh. Ah, extra endurance.
What you need?
She have knockdown. A 2 per encounter. Melee only, average speed. Prone 5.5 seconds. Accuracy versus fortitude. Use your full attack. 13 to 19 slash plus 8 to 13 crush. Accuracy versus deflection plus 20% damage. Shoves an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone and causing additional damage. You also have second wind. Talk to you.
Springberries grow wild all over the place here. Keep your eye out.
Cool. And I've got attack, cancel, select all. I'm so not used to using a keyboard for games. I'm mostly a console player. I do have the second game on console, so when I get to that. Eventually I'll be playing on there. So if I go like that, quick, I guess using these. E for attack, X for cancel. Yeah. Like all. Scouting. Camp formation. Oh. Half speed. Double speed. Faces pause. Tells us day, the hour. Year. Inventory. We have. Oh god, I should have read this. Party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. The caravan is kept outside the Glenfathan ruins. Dima has assigned Kalisha to help you. Kalisha is a fighter. Classic, excels at close quarters defense. There's abilities to complement your own. Select a party member, click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to their position within the party, starting with the one at the left. Select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag the marquee over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. To move selected characters anywhere, click on the screen where there's a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. You see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk in that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. See an individual character's options, select only that character. Ooh, this is our the whole party. Wait, Cloak of the Obsidian Order? Obsidian Order shrouded in mystery, and even with the Hand occult having few clues about their origins. Some scholars have speculated that the Order's members are a diverse group from all over Eora, but together by their love of exploration, fierce battle, and wondrous stories. Tiny obsidian worm. Oh, little pet. All worm scales gleam like dark glass. The creature all but vanishes in darkness, save for its bright little eyes, like twin rubies, and the faint smoke rising occasionally from its nostrils. Contrary to its fierce kin, it seems content to shadow your steps and curl up amongst your belongings. Pledge. Gon's pledge. A ring? Like, I can't equip these. Oh, 15 endurance. Super rest. Item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Eora, an aspect of the god Eothas. Gon represents the harvest of old age, symbolised here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Gon helps protect the dignity of old age, so too do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. Hey, hey. Yeah. Okay. I suspect. Oh, look at the cape! I suspect, because it is like full version, clean DLC, might be something to do with that. Got quick items. Weapon sets. I click for details. Yep. Two-handed. It's fast. 12 meters. 12 to 18 pierce damage. Ah, enchantments. 0-14. Hunting bows are extremely popular in the Direwood and Glenfath. They're used most frequently for hunting deer and small game. Hunting bows can be deadly against two-legged prey. Hunting bows lack the high draw weight. War bows can be fired more quickly. Let's have a hit enchant. Oh no. So we're gonna have to get materials for this. Not enough money either. Money and material. Okay. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, giant miniature space piglet. What the fuck? How can you have a giant miniature space piglet? This tiny Titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behaviour. Follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return save companionship. Oh no! Oh, there's only one place to put it. Right, what else do we have? So we get what each character has, what we're using. You have skill armor. Oh, we can change these colors at any time. Oh. Okay. You have a torch. For crushing damage. And burning lash. You have battle axe. Battle axe one-handed. 13 to 19 slash damage. 0.5 to crit damage multiplier. Capable of delivering powerful blows from their broad curved blades, battle axes are commonly used by soldiers throughout the Direwood and Ir Glenfath. But you. Not especially effective in combat, torches can be used to illuminate dark environments. Nice, I like that everything gives you... Oh, plus 21% from might. Yeah, I love there's so much information. It tells you where everything's came from. Only 18% might. Ah, we do have quite a high... Wait, what's in the stash? Oh, nice. All the different types of items. Okay. Crafting. Ooh. Endurance, intellect. Level 1 potions. I wonder if we need to learn how to... Well, 4 potions. Barring Death Door. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot going to be going on. So let's... is that... Oh god, that's not what it's do. Characters. Oh, I wonder if the things at the bottom right all lead to these. First level ranger. No experience. Ah, different damage and healing. Well, for me individually, they've got no reputations, none for the party. 2 hours, 52 minutes, 26. Is that, oh my, like, I've not been doing this for 2 hours. Must be in game time. Travel time. Me, exploring all the different menus is definitely going to take its time. Oh yeah, survival level 2. Disarm, difficulty 1 traps. Yeah. I don't have any lore though. Like stealth. Distant advantage. Accuracy, deflection, reflex against distant enemies. Strange illness. Oh! This is what we're dealing with. Contracted near ruins. Characterized by simultaneous chills and intense flashes of warmth, as well as shortness of breath. We're a bit screwed in, aren't we? Caravan Master Rodema identified it as a common illness, the rumbling rot. There's something strange about it. Despite the symptoms, it doesn't feel like any sickness you've ever had before. Did you get -3 fortitude? And -3 concentration? Abilities. Okay, distant advantage, marked prey, Gon's pledge, second wind. No talents. We're talentless. And oh, my companion. Stag Carnage. For a successful melee attack. Stag makes reduced damage attacks to all our enemies within a short distance of the target. What about you? You're a fighter, you're Meadowfolk. You're an explorer in Direwood. You have 0 stealth. Yep, that seems about right. Constant recovery. Charged by a of battle, the fighter will continually regenerate endurance at a modest rate. Cool. Fighting spirit. All folk have an indomitable spirit that rises to the challenge when things look grim. Whenever a folk is below 50% endurance, they gain a bonus to accuracy and damage. Knockdown. Yep, that's what we're shoving enemies. Second wind, you got the save, you got no talents. Journal. Oh, this could be turning into quite a big quest log. Like some spring berries, concoct a remedy. Gilded Veil. That's what we're doing. Wow, we got to do the moment's respite first. Journal. Oh, biography. It's the rarest thing for you to stay anywhere for any length of time, pass from town to town. Right, yep, that's the background for us, isn't it? With the being a drifter. We've got a cyclopedia, not an encyclopedia. Bestiary. Afflictions and injuries. Oh, hell yeah. This will be handy to remember, if I remember. A ranged shoulder. Character statistics. Okay, combat mechanics. Deities. Equipment. Different locations that we're dealing with. Lore. And the tips. And notes. Oh! Oh, I can create notes for this? Our map. Oh, I like that. Stronghold? Don't know stronghold yet, okay. I think there's options, escape. Fine. There's one little dragon! Can we talk to you? Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have larger conversations to explore. At the merchant Yoden conversation opens a store with equipment for sale. I know that, but I kind of just want to speak to everyone. Your caravan master. Where the hell is he then? Who the hell am I supposed to talk to? Well, a caravaner.
Sure.
Anyone need supplies?
Oh,
I've got sundries for sale.
Can't see it until we're at him. I see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by ragged tear. The seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Shakes his head and laughs when he notices you. He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered in uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Actually, tell me, who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire.
Adir.
I've been trying to
That's how you
establish new
pronounce it.
business out
Don't
here.
forget that.
Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
You know what, with an outlook like that, I'm sure you'll do well. You now have one rank and a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Fraternity. Oh, but if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favoured by their deity and orders, respectively. The main character only, their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance for priests and faith and conviction for paladins. Okay, so I suppose just try to write by my family.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood.
Raed Ceres.
About 150 years ago,
It's not Dire, so it's
Deerwood won its
Deerwood.
independence from the Empire. A
Call
fact
it
our
Direwood?
companions are quick to remind me of.
Deerwood. And it gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravanners. Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
He shrugs. Deerwood is a former Adir colony. It seems like a good place to start. As much as I admire the Raed Ceres' work ethic, both struck me as a little fanatical. Sounds reasonable enough. We're here, I'm just taking it one day at a time. Let's see what you've got. Oh. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces, CP, or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in the store's inventory at a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories. Retrain character. That's quite a lot. I think we got 100. Hotfix. I think we're okay just now till we do we need something maybe? But you know what? Much like when I'm streaming, I've got to go. Yes, override it. Hey, this is definitely going to take me some getting used to. Not used to the PC games. It'll be slow and steady, just as and when I can. Nice. Try and drop in, drop out. But thank you for getting to this part. If you're still here. And hopefully it shouldn't be too long until I get the next part done.